5 nurses who abused their patients. Number 5. In October 2016, 27-year-old male nurse Olugbenga Isaac allegedly drugged and raped a 19-year-old female patient. The incident happened in September 2016 when the complainant had toothache and called on the nurse to administer drugs on her. Instead, the accused injected her with a substance that made her sleep. The complainant slept off and the accuser raped her and left. The complainant regained consciousness after several hours and was bleeding from her private parts. Then it dawned on her that she had been raped. Number 4. In September 2014, John Cantone, then 60, a former heart patient at the Christ Medical Center in Oakview, Illinois, had filed a lawsuit against the hospital claiming he was raped by a nurse ahead of major surgery. The lawsuit said that the female nurse, Rachel Shaper, made sexual advances and initiated intercourse with the patient as he was getting ready for heart transplant. The incident allegedly took place on October 12, 2012. The nurse had since been reprimanded by state authorities for failing to disclose that she had lost her previous job for misconduct involving a patient. John Cantone and wife's lawsuit seeked in excess of $200,000 for injury and damages, including to their marital and sexual relationship, and damages of personal and pecuniary nature. Number 3. Adela Dahl A. McConnell, 34, of Portland, wasn't exactly a nurse, but a nursing assistant who deserves to be included on this list. In September 2016, he was jailed with bail set for $1 million for rape, kidnapping, sexual penetration, and sexual abuse. The 34-year-old was arrested in September after he was accused of raping an 87-year-old woman. Prior to that, the sheriff's office first received the complaint about McConnell from a 94-year-old woman in June, but couldn't substantiate it at the time. McConnell began working at Providence St. Vincent Medical Center as a certified nursing assistant in May 2016, and at least 7 women, aged between 27 and 94, had accused McConnell of sexual assault. Number 2. Stephen Letter worked in Solothurn, Germany from 2003 to 2004. During that time, he killed at least 28 of his patients. When first questioned by police, he admitted to killing 12 of them, but he later said he couldn't remember exactly how many he had killed. Most of his victims were at least in their 70s, so their deaths were overlooked for a while. Letter claimed that he had killed his patients in order to end their suffering, but hospital staff and police noted that not all patients were critical. After 42 bodies were exhumed, Letter was found guilty of the murder of 12 patients, the manslaughter of 15, and 1 mercy killing. He later attempted to have all of his convictions changed to charges of manslaughter, again claiming that they were mercy killings, but was rejected. Number 1. In October 2015, a 24-year-old Finnish male nurse was sentenced to 9 years in prison for raping 27 elderly patients aged between 74 and 100. According to the court, the victims were elderly patients in a nursing home aged between 74 and 100 years old whom the man was nursing. The rapes took place in 2013 and 2014 in an undisclosed hospital in the patient's bed or lavatory. The elderly victims suffered from dementia and some of them were physically disabled. The nurse himself said a parole and community service would have been a sufficient punishment, but the court said he had acted systematically and ordered him to pay 18,000 euros, around $20,000, in damages to his victims in addition to the prison sentence.